Very good evening to all of you. Okay. Before I start the class, is there a similarity between Indian soldiers and CA students? Yeah. Those who clear, I'll tell you what is the similarity. A soldier will not ask how hard the mission is. He will ask himself that how to win the battle. Similarly, a CA student should also not ask how tough the battle is, how tough the examination is. You should ask yourself how well prepared you are. And my dear friends, let me tell you, whether it is a battlefield or whether it is an examination, a person who is well prepared will win the battle and will win the examination. Always remember this. Is that clear? So, my dear CA soldiers, I am going to call you all what? Soldiers. Is that clear? So, soldiers, are you ready? How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Good. Okay. Shall we proceed, guys? Okay, this I'll take it later on. Okay. There are few more entries, journal entries which are left. Illustration 7 is done, na? Okay, illustration 8, okay. Yeah. Illustration 8. Have a look at it. I'll read it for you. One by one. Yes. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Sri Ganesh for the month of April. Okay. Now have a look at it. Received rupees 9,000 from Hari Krishan in full settlement of his account for rupees 10,000. Okay, guys, please tell me. Now, who is Hari Krishan here? Hello. Yeah. You are Ganesh. Received from Hari Krishan in full settlement of his account rupees how much? 10,000. Now, before I go ahead, please tell me the rules. If an asset or expense, when I say expense, it is revenue expenditure, okay? Or loss. If they increase, they are to be? If they decrease, they are to be? Very good. If any capital, liability or income, if they increase, they are to be credited. If they decrease, they are to be clear. I hope you all remember these rules. Okay. Now, with the help of same rules, again we'll start off with this. Received 9,000 from Hari Krishan in full settlement of his account for rupees 10,000. Now, you are receiving cash from whom? Hari Krishan. So, who is Hari Krishan for you? Debtor or a creditor? From him you have to receive the money or you have to pay the money. So it means that earlier you had already sold the goods to him, money was receivable. Now you have received the money. What did you get? So tell me, asset increases, cash account debit. How much? 9,000. But you have to receive from him how much? 10,000. But you are saying 9,000, that too in full settlement. It means that you are allowing him a discount of. So for you, the discount allowed is an expense or income? If expense increases, it has to be debited. Discount allowed account debit. Discount allowed account debit. How much? 1,000. To Hari Krishan. How much? 10,000. What should I put in bracket? Obviously asset reduces. Because Hari Krishan was a debtor. Now debtor's account gets closed. Understood? Any difficulty, guys? All of you understood? Second one. Yeah, please tell me the next one. Second one. Received 9,000 from Sham on his account for rupees how much? 10,000. Sir, this is similar to Hari Krishan ka example. Nahi, alag hai. This is in full settlement here. Here it is in, here full settlement. Here it is only on account. So discount is not allowed. Is that clear? And he has not gone insolvent also. You are receiving 9,000 on account. Received hai. So what did you get? Tell me fast. What did you get? Cash account debit. Asset increases 9,000 to Sham account credit. Asset reduces. Debtors balance reduces. Any difficulty? Next. Third one. Received a first and final dividend of 90 paisa in a rupee from official receiver of Mr. Rajan, who owed us 10,000. Rajan owed us means, look from your angle, your Ganesh. Rajan owed us means Rajan is a debtor. Rajan is a, he is owing you. Is that clear? And is he paying on account or he has gone insolvent? Insolvent. Now in law, those who have attended law, I have already told you, when a person goes insolvent, all his assets are handed over to the official receiver. What? वो procedure hai in law, I have already explained you all. Okay. Now the official receiver will sell off his assets and pay whatever liabilities are to be what? Paid to the extent of the assets available. Now who is the person who is insolvent? I have already told you. In law I have already explained you. Who is the person who is insolvent? Whose liabilities are far in excess of his what? Assets. बहुत सारे liabilities है, assets कम है. तो इधर भी वैसा ही हुआ है. Here also 90 paisa in a rupee only they can get from his assets. It means that if liabilities are 100, if liabilities are 100, assets are only 90. Assets are only, so he has gone insolvent. So he cannot pay his entire what? Liabilities. Is that clear? Now I'll just give an example, okay? Now let us say myself and Nikita madam, we have both given you, Nikita madam has given 5 lakhs, I have given 10 lakhs. Understood? So how much Nikita madam has given you? 5 lakhs. How much I have given? 10 lakhs. So look from your angle, is it payable or receivable? Money is payable. How much you have to pay to Nikita madam? How much you have to pay, sir? Very good. Now wait, let us assume you have gone insolvent. You have gone? All your assets are handed over to the official receiver by the court. Is that clear? Official receiver will sell all your assets and recover only 3 lakhs. How much? 3 lakhs. Now how will you pay this 3 lakhs? Will you pay Nikita madam first or sir first? Or proportionately? Proportionately. Is that clear? What is the proportion? Nikita madam 5 lakhs, sir 10 lakhs. 1:2. So Nikita madam को कितना जाएगा? 1 lakh. मुझे कितना आएगा? 2 lakhs. Is that clear? Remaining money I have to forget. Even Nikita madam has to forget the remaining money. Is that clear? So इसलिए here also, here Rajan has gone insolvent. Now you have not gone insolvent. Your debtor has gone and you are receiving only 90 paisa in a rupee. And how much you have to receive from Rajan? Clearly mentioned 10,000. Now 10,000 का 90% कितना हो गया? 90 paisa in a rupee means 90 divided by 100. Is that clear? So 90 paisa in a rupee means 90%. 90% of 10,000 is? So 9,000 के लिए entry बोलो. Very good. Asset increases. Cash account debit. Very good. 9,000. Then? Very good. Not discount allowed. You are not allowing a discount. वो उसको discount नहीं दे रहे हो तुम लोग. वो insolvent हो गया है. Loss है. Bad debts. What? So expense loss increases. You can say LO. Loss increases. That is bad debts. Bad debts account debit. How much? 1,000. Two. Tell me. Rajan. All of you have to open your mouth here. Rajan is a debtor. Debtor balance will come down. Yes or no? So tell me, in all these 3 cases, Hari Krishan, Sham and Rajan were debtors. They were only Hari Krishan and Rajan's account fully is closed. Understood? Sham account is not fully closed. Reason you have paid only on account. He has paid only on account. You have received the money here. Is that clear? Understood? Shall we proceed? Point number 4. Paid rupees 9,000 to Mohan in full settlement of his paid hai. Paid rupees 9,000 to Mohan in full settlement of his account 10,000. How much you have to pay Mohan? 10,000. How much are you paying? Only on account or full settlement? Means आपका पूरा liability खत्म हो गया. Your entire liability is gone. Correct? Yeah, tell me. Very good. What will I write? Mohan account debit. Very good. What will I write in bracket? Liability increases or liability reduces? Liability reduces. Mohan, na? Mohan account debit. Your entire liability is gone. 10,000. Is that clear? Now, what did you pay him? How much you paid cash? You paid cash, correct. Asset reduces. You paid cash. Asset reduces how much? 9,000. Correct? So you have paid 1,000 less. So 1,000 is discount received. Very good. 2 discount received. 2 discount received. How much? 1,000. Here income increases. I hope all of you are able to understand this. This is not paid on account. This is paid in full settlement of the account. When you are paying in full settlement, you receive a discount. Is that clear? Come back here. Next. 5th one. Paid 9,000 to Sohan. On his account, 10,000. Who is Sohan for you? Very good. Sohan is a creditor. Sohan is a creditor. Okay. So, have you paid in full settlement of his account or only on account? Only on account. So, part payment, no discount received. Entry, similar to Mohan. Tell me, liability reduces. Sohan account debit, Sohan account debit 9,000 to cash. Asset reduces 9,000 rupees credit. Is that clear? Any difficulty? Next. 6th. Withdrew for personal use. This is simple, guys. Withdrew for concentrate. I want 100% concentration. See, I don't want anybody looking here and there. Is that clear? When class is going on, I want 100% concentration in the class. That is when you are going to gain the knowledge. Is that clear? Okay, tell me. Now, what did you withdraw? Goods as well as cash. Cash 1,000 you have withdrawn and goods selling price is 8,000. Cost is how much? So, selling price should not be taken. Cost should be taken. Is that clear? But here the owner has withdrawn 2 items. One is goods costing 6,000 and cash how much? 1,000. So, total drawings are 7,000. How much? So, tell me. Capital reduces. Drawings account debit. How much? Exactly. Entire 7,000 is drawing. 7,000. Correct? But asset reduces. 2 purchases. 2 purchases how much? Very good. 6,000. Goods hai na? 6,000. Then another asset reduces. Which is that asset? Cash. 2 cash. Asset reduces how much? 1,000. This is the journal entry. I hope it is clear. This is known as compound journal entry. What? If there is only one debit and one credit, then it is a simple journal entry. Here, one debit and 2 credits, or 2 debits and 1 credit, or multiple debits and multiple credits, those are known as compound journal entries. What? Is that clear? Okay. Sir, can I pass separate entry? Drawings account debit 6,000, 2 purchases 6,000, then one more entry I'll put. Drawings account debit 1,000 to cash account credit 1,000. Yes, you can put it. But wherever possible, thoda aapka kaam kam karo and put a compound journal entry. Is that clear? Next. 7th, goods costing. Given as charity. 9,000 या 12,000 को लेने का entry. You have to take it for, very good, 9,000 not 12,000. So goods given for charity. Tell me the entry. Expense increases, charity account debit. Charity, or you can even put what? Donations. Debit कितना? Cost price 9,000. Cost price. 2 purchases. Purchases only will come down. Asset comes down. 9,000. Asset comes down. Next. 8th. Goods costing 30,000 distributed as free samples. This we have done, correct? Yeah. Expense increases. Advertisement expenses account debit. Or you can say sales promotion expenses, correct? Sales promotion expenses debit. 2 purchases. Goods are distributed as free samples. Asset reduces. What is the cost price? 8,000. 3,000 is the cost price. Don't take the selling price. It is always what? Cost. Is that clear? 9th. Goods stolen in transit. Tell me. Loss in transit account. Debit. 2 purchases. LO increases. Loss in transit. Loss in transit debit. How much? Cost price 6,000. What is the selling price? Cost is 6. Selling is what? 8. Okay. So this is 6,000. 2. Tell me. Purchases. 6,000. Asset reduces. Now 1 second. Wait. I would like to ask a question here. Let us assume this is 9th. 9th July, 9th April it has goods are lost. Okay. Now, will there be an insurance? Generally, business people will have what? Insurance. Is that clear? They'll insure their stock also. Okay. Now tell me, if the goods are destroyed by fire or if the goods are lost, what is the first thing you will do? First thing, you will go and complain the police. Is that clear? Then you'll also call the insurance guy. So insurance company, correct? The representative of insurance company will come to your premises. He will do the survey whether you have only robbed or whether you only put fire or it is an accidental fire. So if it is an accidental fire, then insurance company will give you the money. Hello? Hear the story. The story is interesting. This question is not given in this, but this can be asked in the examination like this. 9th, there is fire. 9th April. 10th, you have put a FIR to the police. 10th, you have informed whom? Insurance company. The insurance representative comes. He does the survey on 15th April. Which date? And 15th April, he gives a letter, not money. He gives a letter saying that, okay, everything is okay. It is an accidental fire. It is not an intentional fire. And hence, we are ready to give you 6,000 rupees. How much? 6,000 rupees. Cost price. Insurance company will not give you more than 6,000. You cannot say, I could have sold it at 8,000. Give me 8,000. No. You have taken only insurance policy on the stock, not on loss of profit. Is that clear? Understood? So insurance company is ready to give you 6,000 rupees. And insurance company gives you a letter saying that we have accepted your claim for how much? 6,000. When is this letter given? 15th. Now remember the dates sequence wise. 9th, there is loss. 15th, the letter is given by the insurance company saying that they have accepted the claim. And 20th April, they have settled the amount. Is that clear? Now, on 9th, you have passed the entry, loss in transit or loss by fire or loss by theft, whatever it is. Is that clear? Loss is debited, purchase is credited. Now tell me, on 15th, will you pass an entry? Or directly on 20th, you will pass an entry? Why? Have you received the money or money is receivable? Receivable from whom? Very good. So tell me the entry. Asset increases, insurance company account debit. Insurance company debit. How much? 6,000. All of you got it? Correct? 2. Loss reduces. Loss? 2 loss in transit. Is that clear? Or loss by fire. If it is loss by fire. Generally loss by fire aata hai. Insurance, they can give you insurance in transit also if it is goods are lost in transit. Chalega. Did you get it? All of you, now will you pass an entry on 20th? What entry will you pass? Generally insurance will not give you cash, they'll give you a check and that you have deposited in the bank. Okay, bank account debit to insurance company. Arey, great yaar, you will have become smart, right? I'm really impressed. Very good, very good. Okay, thoda change karu? Shall I change it? Okay. Can the insurance company say that you are not fully insured? When you took an insurance, you took insurance only for how much? 5,000. The goods are lost are how much? 6,000. So insurance company will give you 5,000. Correct? Now entries will change. On 15th, what will be the entry? On 15th, insurance company kitna? 5,000 loss. No, bad debts nahi bolne ka usko. There's no bad debts. Is that clear? It is already a loss. Loss को और क्या loss treat करोगे तुम? First of all, it is loss. You are going to go from one loss to another loss. It is loss. Khalas, that's it. अरे understood. वो कुछ dialogue है ना मुन्ना भाई MBBS में. There's one dialogue, no? अभी तो जेल में है. बाहर जाके ठोकेंगे उसको और कितना अंदर जाएंगे. Yes or no? आता रहे तो. It is already a loss. Don't treat it as again bad debts now. It's a loss. Loss by fire, it is not bad debts. Is that clear? Debtor is not paying, then that is bad debts. It is loss by fire. Is that clear? That loss, ultimately where it will go, I'll let you know. You don't have to worry about it. Okay? Itna hi. Then insurance company will pay the money. Entry is correct. Bank account debit 5,000 to insurance company 5,000. 5,000 mein aayega. Is that clear? 1,000 it will remain in the loss. 1,000 will remain in the... Is that clear? Any difficulty? Now, in this example, what is important? Dates. This is what practically many people miss out. Because year ends on 31st March. Are yes or no? Suppose if the letter from insurance company comes on 31st March. Then you have to pass this entry on 31st March. Insurance company account debit to what? Loss. Yes or no? Correct. Suppose if the insurance company says, no, there is kuch lafda hai. I think this is not accidental fire. This is intentional fire. So we'll have to do some extra survey. It means that they have not accepted the claim. So on 31st March, you cannot say insurance company account debit to loss. Is that clear? Might be they will clear it in the next year. So next year you have to pass an entry saying that insurance company account debit to loss. But many people, what they believe is, as a individual, as a businessman, you know that जानबूझकर आपने आग नहीं लगाया. Correct? And you're pretty sure that you will get the money. So at the time of loss only they'll pass the entry receivable karke. Is that clear? They don't wait for what? Insurance company's letter. But generally we see that insurance company accepts such kind of what? Claims. Unless and until it is what fire? Intentional fire. Accidental fire, they will definitely give you. Of course, you should have the policy. वो सब कुछ रहना चाहिए. Is that clear? Understood? If you are driving a vehicle without a license, problem hai. Insurance company will not give you the money for your vehicle. Why? Because there is a condition that insurance company will be liable only if you are driving the vehicle with a proper license. Is that clear? License नहीं है तो फिर कैसा देगा insurance company? They'll not give you. हाँ, life insurance अलग है. गाड़ी से गिर गया, accident हो गया, then that is also negligible. We have to see the clauses of medical insurance. Medical insurance is different, vehicle insurance is different. Is that clear? Okay, anyway, we'll see that later on. That comes in law. I hope all of you understood this. Guys, are you able to understand now? I think I'm getting that kind of a chorus answer. So I believe, I presume that you're very good at what? Accounts now. But anyway, nonetheless, we have to solve a good number of sums. 10th one, aa jao. Goods destroyed by fire, tell me. Loss by fire account debit to purchases. Goods stolen by employee costing 6,000 and cash embezzled by employee 1,000. So total loss कितना हुआ है? Loss by embezzlement. Total loss. Loss by embezzlement. Embezzlement is लफड़ा किया है उसने. 6,000 plus 1,000. 7,000. Loss by embezzlement 7,000. Then two purchases 6,000. to cash. How much? 1000. I hope all of you understood this. So I need not write the this thing here. Okay, now you tell me. Goods used in making furniture. Goods used in making furniture. Furniture account debit to purchases. Very good. 9000. Now this is interesting. This is interesting. Please be careful. Paid rent of a building 50,000. Half of the building used by the proprietor for residential use. Now I'll have to explain you this. Okay. Okay, guys. Now have a look at it. Sir, I have a house. Okay. There's a house. Okay. So this is my residential house and this is my business. Half is residential, half is business. And for this entire building, you're paying a rent of 50,000. Rent paid. How much? 50,000. You are paying it. It is your business and your house. So, generally you see all business people, Marwadis especially. नीचे business रहता है, ऊपर घर. Easy है. 24/7 they can be there in business. Yes. Tell me the entry. Pass the entry. If this is your case, pass the entry. Arey, pass the entry, yaar. 50,000 you have already paid. So cash is credited by 50. Yes or no? Tell me the entry. Rent account? Debit. Expense increases. How much? 50,000. 25,000. Because business expense is only how much? Remaining 50% is not business expense, it is personal expense. So capital reduces how much? Drawings account debit 25,000 to cash asset reduces 50,000. Is that clear? Yes. This is again a compound journal entry. Now wait. Wait. 1 minute. Okay. Situation dekho, huh? Have a look at the situation. Your accountant has passed already this entry. Expense account debit. That is rent expense account debit. Rent expense account debit 50,000 to cash. How much? 50,000. Asset reduces. This entry is already passed. Because your accountant doesn't know that आधा business है और आधा घर के लिए है. He saw the rent receipt. He said, okay, rent, sir would have paid rent for his premises. So he passed. Correct? Then you come and tell the accountant. नहीं, वो आधा घर का है और आधा business का है. Half is for business, half is for what? House. Now tell me, what will you do? But this entry is already passed. Did you get my question? Hello? Your accountant has already passed the entry. Rent account debit 50,000, cash account credit 50,000. गलत entry मारा है ना? Rent should not be debited by 50,000. Rent should be debited by 25,000 only. But he has done a mistake. Is that clear? Now, you as a owner come and tell that, no, rent is not 50, it should have been only how much? 25. Now, as an accountant, what will you do? Option number 1. Take the eraser. Erase it. Take the eraser. Erase it. Option 1. Option 2. No, sir. I am maintaining my books of accounts under computerized system. There's a wonderful button known as delete. Thakar. उड़ गया. Delete मार दो. Option 2. Option 3. you pass a rectification entry. Which option? Pakka? And my dear friends, let me tell you something new. As far as companies are concerned, limited companies, private limited companies, you cannot delete the entry. एक बार entry मार दिया, वो गलत है तो गलत है, उसको rectify ही करना है आपको. You have to rectify. And now the softwares are also coming like that, because these are all real-time softwares. On that particular day, entry will be passed. And if the accountant has passed a wrong entry, then next day you have to rectify. And for that you have to pass a journal voucher. JV. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? JV. All JVs are nothing but rectification entries only, or closing entries. We'll study that in subsidiary books. You don't have to worry. Is that clear? Hello? Okay. Anybody would like to try the rectification entry? Anybody would like to try the rectification entry? Oh, cash account debit to rent. Oh, how much? 25. Hello? Very simple. Cash account credit 50,000 correct है या correct नहीं है? ये correct है. Rent account debit ये गलत है. Yes. So only what you do is rent only you adjust. With what? Drawings. Tell me, what are the drawings? So drawings debit, capital reduces. Drawings account debit. How much? 2. Very good. Expense reduces. Expense is unnecessarily debited by how much? 50. Unnecessary excess कितना debit हुआ है? अरे excess कितना debit हुआ है? 25. So will you reverse 50 or will you reverse only 25? गलत कितना है वो उतना reverse करने का. Understood? So 2, tell me. Rent expense, credit how much? 25. Cash account का सवाल ही नहीं उठता इधर. Cash is credited what? 50,000 correctly. Did you understand this? I think in the answer they have given it like this. Later on you can check. Hello? Answer में ये दोनों दिया है entry. First rent account debit to cash and then drawings account debit to what? Rent. Clear? This is provided your accountant has done a mistake. But if accountant is a very good accountant like y'all, you already know the basics, then you would have definitely passed rent expense account debit, drawings account debit to cash. Clear? So guys, either this entry or these two entries, effect is one and the same. Understood? Understood? Clear? Any difficulty? आगे जाएं? ओके हम देखेंगे आंसर में क्या लिखा है. देखो ये मडने हुआ. हाँ इलेतला ये देखो दो एंट्री मारा कि नहीं. 13 हेलो 13-1 13-2 बराबर है. 2 एंट्रीज. रेंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश 50-50. ये करेक्ट एंट्री है गलत एंट्री है? गलत है. सिर्फ रेंट इज गलत है. कैश तो क्रेडिट बराबर है. But rent should have been by only how much? 25. Now tell me what they have done. Drawings to rent. Have they done it? Yes or no? Because 50% is related to what? Personal expense. That should be debited to drawings. That is capital reduces. Any difficulty? Hello? Hello, hello? Are you able to understand? Come back, come back. Very good. 14th. How much? 14th. आ जाओ. अरे यार इसमें आने का था. एक मिनट रुको. हाँ. What is 14th? You tell me. Fire, paid fire insurance of the above building in advance 20,000. ये जो बिल्डिंग है ना, Hello? Where is that building? Huh? Huh? Concentrate. In this building where you are living and where you are doing your what? Business. You are paying insurance on the building. Building insurance can be taken? Yes. Why not? Building can also be destroyed. Yes. So you are paying an insurance of how much? 20,000. But this 20,000 is paid in advance. Is paid in? Pass the entry. Paid in advance, huh? Okay. I would like to ask some questions to you. Can you answer this? Okay. Before this, we'll take a small thing. Okay. Go back to the other classes. I think second lecture or first lecture I've taken this. Today's date? 14th July 2025. Beautiful date. Okay. You go to a theater and purchase a ticket for yourself by paying 200 rupees. But you are not going to watch the movie today. You are going to watch the movie on 21st. 21st/7/2025. You are going to watch that movie. But when did you purchase the ticket? Huh? Very good. Barabar hai. Tell me the entry on 14th. Assume it is your expense. Forget about personal. Right now you forget about personal. Tell me, assume it is your expense. Huh? Huh? Okay. So you are saying prepaid expense. Debit. Anything paid in advance is an. Now you have paid the money. Did you receive the benefit? Benefits are? When benefits are receivable, it is always an. I once again repeat. Benefits are received or receivable? Benefits are receivable. If benefits are receivable, it is an expense or an asset? It is an asset. Benefits receivable is always an. Prepaid expense is always an asset. Prepaid expense is always an asset. Asset increases. How much? Ticket na, sorry. Sorry guys, 200. 2, cash. Asset reduces. When did you watch the movie? When did you watch the movie? 21st. On 21st, will you pass an entry? On 21st, will you pass an entry? And the entry will be on 21st you got the benefit. On 21st when you got the benefit, it is your expense. It is your, sir, but I have already paid it. Yeah, you have already paid it. But you will not record it as expense when you paid it. You will record it as expense when you get the benefit. When are you getting the benefit? Record it as an expense. Expense account, debit, ticket expenses. It is expense increasing. How much? 200. 2. That prepaid expense is no more a prepaid expense. It should get reversed. It is debited here. Now it is getting credited. Asset reduces to prepaid expense. How much? Got it? Now tell me, prepaid expense account is getting closed. Prepaid debit, prepaid. Actual effect is expense account debit to cash. This is as good as cash expenses paid. But I cannot say cash expense account debit to cash. Because you're paying on one day, you're receiving the benefit on another day. You have to pass these two entries. Did you get it? Okay, now wait. Let me see how many of you can skillfully answer. This one you got? Okay. Now, I am your friend. You're asking me to keep the accounts of this movie ticket. And you tell me, Vinayak, you pass the entry. Look at the way I have passed the entry. On 14th, no, 14/7/2025, I passed the entry. Expense account debit. Movie expense. Movie expense debit 200 to cash how much? 200 on 14th. And on 14th only you want to check my accounts. And you come and see. 14th, Mr. Vinayak, you have paid, you have purchased the ticket in advance. But I have already passed the entry as movie expenses account debit to cash. I have treated it as an expense. But on 14th, will you pass one more entry to rectify this? Or will you erase it? You will erase, eh? That is best, sir. Delete, erase is fantastic. No. 14th, you will pass one more entry to rectify this. This is a wrong entry. Rectify on 14th. Very good. Prepaid expense debit. How much? Asset increases. ये expense increase था ना इधर. ये expense increase, asset reduce. ये तो गलत entry मारा था ना मैंने. हाँ, to movie expense. To movie expense. How much? Expense reduces. Here expense has increased. Here expense has what? Reduced. So nullified. Expense account debit, expense account credit. अभी आपने rectify किया. This is rectification of errors. So in journal entries you are also learning, which is a big chapter and which is the most practical chapter. And this chapter is not taught for you all in the college. Why? You know why it is left out from your syllabus? Reason? First, two reasons are there. One, it is difficult to understand for the students, and it is much more difficult for the teacher to understand. ये सब कुछ CA में नहीं चलेगा. CA में ये bread and butter है, rectification entries. Is that clear? Hello? Got it? समझ में आ रहा है? So slowly आपको rectification entries भी आ रहा है. I'm not saying I'm not going to teach you all rectification. Rectification in detail I'll teach you all. Is that clear? That is a part of the basic class only. But please try to understand dates are important. You are coming to know on 14th only, rectify it on 14th. You come to know on 17th, rectify on what? 17th. Is that clear? Clear? Okay, now wait. On 17th, will you pass an entry? When you and me, we both watch the movie. Huh? On 17th, 21st, sorry. On 21st 7, 2025, we watch the movie. Will you pass an entry? What entry will you pass now? Now you will say movie expense account debit. How much? 200 to prepaid expense. How much? Prepaid expense. So prepaid expense account gets closed. Prepaid debit हुआ. Movie expense already खत्म हो गया था. Now again movie expense is what? Debited. So it is your expense on 21st only. On 21st you received the benefit. So it is an expense on 21st. These things nowhere they are going to explain you. I'm telling you. In none of the videos also you'll get such kind of examples. These are all practical examples I'm giving you all guys. And let me tell you, in CA Foundation they're asking such kind of questions only. Building account debit to cash, furniture to cash, this to cash. हे विचारतात. Is that clear? All simple entries नहीं है इधर. ये simple entries are done यार. You can easily answer all those simple entries. ये आपको आना चाहिए. All of you are able to understand? Clear? Okay, now come back to this. Yeah. Now what is it? Paid fire insurance of the above building. How much? 20,000. Correct. Now, two ways. One, you assume that it is already treated as what? Expense. Means he has not passed the correct entry. So tell me the wrong entry first. Tell me क्या होगा? 14th. Insurance expense. What? Insurance expense account debit. 20,000 to cash. So this is the correct entry or the wrong entry? Obviously, this is a wrong entry. But you have to rectify this. Yes, so rectify karo. Very good. Prepaid insurance. Asset increases. How much? Asset increases 10,000. Useless fellows. This insurance is taken on that house. The same house in which you are living. नीचे business है, ऊपर घर है ना? So insurance also will be drawings आधा और ये आधा. और drawings में ऐसा prepaid वैसा कुछ नहीं रहता. Drawings are drawings. Is that clear? Now tell me. Capital reduces. Drawings account debit. Both are debited. 10,000. 2. Not cash yaar. Cash have already passed. Useless fellow. This expense should what? Reduce. It is not an expense. Expense reduces to insurance expense. How much? 20,000. Clear? Now, if you combine this entry, if you दोनों मिला के combine करो, ये देखो. Have a look at it. Insurance expense debit, insurance expense what? Credit. What is the correct entry? Prepaid insurance 10,000, drawings 10,000, cash 20,000. ये आना चाहिए. Correct entry रहा तो, if it is a correct entry. So if you assume that he has already passed a wrong entry, then you have to do the adjustment also. Is that clear? Understood? So we'll see how they have passed. Have a look at it. What they have done. Fire insurance premium debit, expense increases, cash asset reduces, then again tell me, capital reduces, asset increases, expense reduces. The way I have done means they have first debited to expense account and then they have treated it as prepaid expense. Is that clear? Did you understand this? Anybody has any difficulties? Kedurpa. Hello. Anybody has any difficulties? Compound entry you can do, but generally what happens, I'll tell you. Generally what happens, when you are paying the expense, you treat it as expense. At the year end, you treat it as outstanding or prepaid. ये वो concept है, which I am going to explain you all after this. Is that clear? You all don't have to worry. I'll tell you how to pass the entries. Up till here you understood? So first treat everything as expense. End may you treat it properly. What is the actual treatment? Is that clear? Understood? Any difficulty? Shall we proceed? आ जाओ. Next. Next, tell me. Paid life insurance premium 20,000. Tell me the entry. Why drawings account debit? Life insurance is a personal expense and not a business expense. So when it is a personal expense, drawings account debit to cash. Paid income tax 50,000. Is income tax a personal expense or a business expense? No. Income tax falls on the individual. Yes. Income tax individual. I have to pay the income tax. Nobody is going to catch Attitude Professional Academy. They're going to, Vinayak sir is going to pay what? Taxes. Are understood? So income tax, I'm talking about income tax of sole proprietor and partnership firm. Only, not companies. Company अलग होता है. Shareholders are different. So right now we are doing the accounting of only a sole proprietor. Is that clear? Understood? So for a sole proprietor, income tax paid is what expense? Tela hakore. Insurance premium, medical insurance premium, health insurance premium of the person. Owner is a personal expense. Is that clear? So income tax is also personal expense. Drawings account debit to cash. Is that clear? 17th, right now you don't do it. We'll see that later on. Okay? Received commission 1 lakh, half of which is in advance. ये भी बाद में देखेंगे. Brokerage due to us, ये भी बाद में देखेंगे. हाँ, I'll tell you. Because I have to explain those concepts. I know, you know, sir, you can explain, na? We know it is advance. Advance received is always a liability. I know that. but I'll take it in a very simple manner and then we can crack it out. Purchase second-hand machinery from Jawahar 30,000 against a check. Please tell me the entry. You have purchased a second-hand machinery from Jawahar 30,000 on by a check. Entry. What did you get? Second-hand machinery account debit, asset increases to bank 30,000. Very good. To bank account. Goods used in repairs of machinery. Now there are some goods, some purchase items. They are used in repairs of this second-hand machinery, because second-hand machinery you have purchased, you have to repair it. Tell me. Machinery account debit, because these goods are used in repairing that machinery before the machinery is put for commercial use. You still remember capital expenditure. So even though it is a second-hand machinery, before that second-hand machinery is put to use for the first time, you are incurring any repair expenses, then those repair expenses are also capital expenditure. So it is machinery account debit to purchases. But what amount? Selling price or cost price? Cost price. Is that clear? Next, cost price. Paid installation charges of machinery 1,000. This machinery has to be what? Installed. Though it is a second-hand machinery, before putting it to commercial use, you have to install it. Installation charges are revenue expenditure or capital expenditure? And if it is a capital expenditure, debit asset account. So machinery account debit to cash 1,000. Provide depreciation for 1 month. ये भी छोड़ दो. Depreciation concept I have not yet explained all. I'll explain that later on. Depreciation is nothing but reduction in the value of what? An asset. An asset is to be depreciated by 1 month because it is used for what? 1 month. Okay. So 1 month ka depreciation asset for tell me the asset value. Tell me the asset value. 30,000 plus 9,000 plus 1,000. Total 40,000 into 15% into 1 by 12. 40,000 into 15% into 1 by 12 because 1 month is depreciation. Amount कितना है? 40,000 into 15% into 1 by 12. How much? 5? 500. You have to pass the entry for depreciation. 500. Entry will be depreciation account debit expense increases. Reduction in the value of an asset. 2. Machinery. Asset reduces. Expense increases. Asset reduces. Is that clear? But anyway, these 4 will be taking later on. Any difficulty? Array simple array 40,000 into 15% into 1 by 12. ये 1 month का है ना? But this 15% is per annum. So you have to calculate depreciation for only 1 month. Anyway, depreciation chapter is going to come later on. Up till here, any difficulties? Except these 3. 17, 18, 19 we'll see later on. Later on means today only we're going to see. Now, I'll give you an example here, okay? Sir, generally books of accounts are kept for 1 year, starting from 1st April, ending on 31st March. Let us say this year it is 2024 and 2025. This is your financial year or accounting year. What it is known as? Financial year or accounting year. Okay. Now, let us assume that you are having an employee who is having a salary of 1,000 per month. Okay, we'll take a small example, okay, with a small number. Now, he has worked for the month of April. Yes. May. Yes. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So up till March he has worked. All the 12 months he has worked. Hear the story. All the 12 months he has worked. But for this, okay, for this entire year, you have not paid him 12,000. You have paid him during the year. During this year, you have paid him rupees 10,000 only. Okay. How many months has he worked? 12 months for you. So you have received the benefit for how many months? 12 months you have received the benefit. Yes? So you should have paid him how many months salary? But how many months you have paid? It means that for the month of March and February, last 2 months you have not paid the salary. काम किया है उसने, he has done the work, but you have not paid the last 2 months salary. Is that clear? Now my question is, in your books, will you record salary expense? I'm not asking the journal entry right now. Will you record salary expense as 10,000? Because what you have paid is 10,000 only. Or will you record salary expense as 12,000? How many of you say 12,000? You will record salary expense as 12,000. None of you. How many of you say, okay, only 2 of them. How many of you say you will record 10,000 as salary expense? अरे no punishment for the wrong answer. You can raise your hands. आपको जो मन में आया वो बोलिए ना. 10,000 only. Why 10,000? Why not 12,000? Sir, very simple. They are saying, sir, I have paid 10,000, so I'll record 10,000. No. Okay, fair enough. You have paid 10,000, you'll record 10,000. But what about those last 2 months? Has he rendered the service to you? Have you received the benefit? Are answer yaar. Now tell me, if you have received the benefit, it means that it is your expense, no? Answer. It is your expense. But only thing, it is not paid. It is not. So that also should be recorded. This is known as accrual system of accounting. What accounting? Accrual system of accounting means don't record the expense as and how they are paid. Record the expense as and how they are incurred. As and how they are. How much have you incurred? 12 महीने का benefit मिल गया, 12 महीने का expense record करो. 12 months you have received the benefit, record the expenses for 12 months. Sir, but how to record? I have paid only 10,000. Remaining 2,000 you have paid or payable? Anything payable is a liability. So your liability has increased. Now how to pass the entry? How to pass the first entry is for payment. What? See, payment will be done on various months for 1,000, but the entry will remain the same. Salary expense account debit to cash. So always remember, in such a case, the answer will be written like this. One is what entry? Payment entry. What entry? Payment entry. Tell me the payment entry. Salary expense account debit. 10,000. Of course, you would have paid 1,000, so you are passing the entry for what? 1,000, but right now I am passing a combined entry for that 10,000 rupees. Is that clear? Salary expense account debit, expense increases to cash. 10,000. Asset reduces. ये हो गया payment entry. What entry? Now at the end of the year, will you not analyze? You will analyze. You will say, okay, let us say Mr. A is your employee. You will say, okay, Mr. A, come here. How many months have you worked? He says, sir, look at the time sheet, time record. Time record में रहता है. Sir, I have worked for how much months? How many months? 12 months. How much is paid to you? Sir, that also is recorded in the books. Oh, I have paid you only how much? 10,000. So I have passed only entry for 10,000. But then you also know that 2,000 is payable. 2,000 is? Now payable entry is adjustment entry. What entry? So this is entry number 1. Entry number 2. What entry? Adjustment entry. And this adjustment entry, guys, always remember it is passed on 31st March only. When it is passed? Because only on 31st March you will come to know whether it is outstanding or not. So 31st March you have to see your wage register. एक wage register रहता है. वो wage register में कौन सा employee को कितना दिया है वो calculate करने का. कितना नहीं दिया है वो भी calculate करने का. And this is done at the year end. And year end you will pass an entry. Now year end you come to know that you have not paid how much? Now you have to pass the entry. First of all, tell me, this 2,000 rupees is also your expense for this year only? Answer. Then expense increases. salary, tell me, salary expense debit, kitna? 2000. Correct? Is it paid or payable? Anything payable is a liability. Liability increases, and this liability is known as to outstanding salary, which is how much? Sir, no sir, no sir. I will not put outstanding salary. Anyway, it is payable to Mr. A. Mr. A is your employee. So I'll write instead of outstanding salary, Mr. A. No problem. You can write Mr. A. Sir, but many people write outstanding salary only. Write outstanding salary. No problem. Sir, but which is correct, sir? Outstanding salary. Why, sir? Reason, I'll tell you later on. This also is there. Now tell me, if there are 5,000 employees, how many employees? With different names, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, correct? Yes. And all the 5,000 employees, you have not paid 2,000 rupees. So what entry will you pass? Salary account debit to Mr. A, to Mr. B, C, D. This one journal entry will take 5,000 lines. So when many people are there, club them and treat it as what? Outstanding salary. So this outstanding salary is representing some person. I repeat, this outstanding salary is representing, it's a personal account. It's a personal account. It is representing some person. That is why this entry is passed. Understood? Clear? Now, if you go to see, salary expense debit kitna hai? 10. Here salary expense debit is? So for that year, salary debited is 12,000. Understood? Okay? Yes or no? So tell me, in such a case, where the employee has worked for all the 12 months, and you have paid him a salary of only 10 months, first pass what entry? Hedri, first pass what entry? Payment entry. Salary expense account debit, expense increases to cash, asset reduces. Then pass the adjustment entry. At the end of the year, you come to know that 2,000 is not paid, but it is your expense. So pass the entry what? Expense account debit to outstanding salary. Now wait. There is something known as, okay, this, some of the non-commerce students might not understand what is an account, because I have not told you how to open an account. There's a format for what? Account. Others will understand this. Salary expense. Even non-commerce students can easily understand. Salary expense, account kaisa kholne ka? Sir, account has two sides, debit and, okay, then date particulars baad mein dalenge, but amount dalenge. Now tell me the first entry. Salary account, debit how much? 10,000. So salary account, go to the debit side, put how much? 10,000. But while writing, you should write what has been credited to cash. So to cash. Not this 10,000, but this 10,000. Hello? ये 10,000 नहीं, ये 10,000 इधर आता है. याद रखना, क्योंकि this is again going to be very very crucial while opening an account. This is known as journal entries are posted into ledger. ह्याला काय म्हणतात? Journal entries are posted into what? Ledger posting. This is the next step after journal entries, but I'm telling you how it is done. Is that clear? Okay, now look at the second entry. Salary account debit is how much? 2,000. So again I have to write here how much? 2,000. So this 2,000 is going to come here. Okay, so this 2,000, this 10,000 is going to come here. Now this 2,000 is going to come here. Tell me, I should write here 2,000, but credit is to outstanding salary. So it means that salary account is debited, credit is to cash and to outstanding salary. Understood? Now what is the total? Total kitna hai? Total 12,000. And salary, those who have done their PUC 1 and PUC 2, or those who are right now in your PUC 2 also, salary will be shown as an expense in profit and loss account. Answer yaar. Profit and loss account, which side? Profit and loss account, or a profit and loss account on the debit side आता है. Here to salary expense, how much? 12,000. It means that you are passing a closing entry, you are passing a, remember this is a nominal account. What account? All nominal accounts should get, this I'll explain this. समझ में आ रहा है? So tell me my dear friends, here it will be by profit and loss account. How much? 12,000. This 12,000 is coming here. Now in your first year, what they have taught, you know, adjustments will have two effects. What they have taught? In final accounts, if you have done final accounts for first year everyone has done except few of them, right? Yes or no? Final accounts, adjustments, closing stock is an adjustment, outstanding salary is an adjustment. Adjustments will have two effects. One will come in P&L, another will go in balance sheet. And salaries, expenses paid, inner column 10,000, add outstanding salary 2,000, outer column. This is by adding journal entry will not be passed. You have to pass the journal entry. So what is the journal entry for adjustment entry? Salary expense account debit to outstanding. समझ में आ रहा है? All of you are able to understand, and this outstanding salary will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. That we'll see later on. But this you all understood? Clear? Now tell me, this is an example where the accounting is done on what basis? Cash basis or accrual basis? Accrual basis of accounting. This is also one of the accounting concepts. So accounting concepts are there. Based on accounting concepts only, all these accounting journal entries have come. Sir, but you did not teach the concepts only. No, first I wanted to make you comfortable with debit and credit. I will teach you the concepts. Based on concepts only, all these journal entries are coming. So this adjustment entry is coming because of which concept? Accrual concept. Accrual concept says, don't record the expenses as and how they are paid, but record the expenses as and how they are incurred. कितना incur किया है? इस एग्जाम्पल में आपने एक्सपेंसेस कितना इनकर किया है? 12 महीने का. सो 12 महीने का एक्सपेंस आना चाहिए P&L में. When they say recognize expense, means recognize expense in P&L. Understood? Understood. Now tell me, in the same example, employee has worked for 12 months. You have paid him salary for 15 months for this year. समझ में आ रहा है? Hello? How much have you paid the salary? 15 months. Correct? So how much will you show as salary expense in P&L account? He has worked for 12 months. Employee has worked under your organization for how many months? 12 months. But you have paid him salary for how many months? So how much will you show as expense in your P&L account? 15,000 or 12,000? 12,000 and not 15,000, because you have incurred expenses for only how much? You have paid 3,000 extra, that is prepaid salary. Prepaid salary is always an asset. Hello, 1ನೇ class in the ಹೇಳ್ಕೋತ ಬಂದೇನಲ್ಲೋ. Anything paid in advance is ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ಹೊಯ್ಕೋತ ಬಂದಾನ ಮಾಸ್ತರ. ಮತ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. Now you understood how it is prepaid? It is not only prepaid for a day. I gave that example of a lottery, so movie ticket, just for you to make you understand that उस डेट के लिए वो प्रीपेड है, बाद में एक्सपेंस हो गया. पर इधर साल के लिए लेने का, पूरा साल के लिए कितना पे करे? अरे ये सम मेरे सेकंड सम में मैंने बोला कितना पे किया? पे किया 15, बट आपको P&L में 15 दिखाना है या 12 दिखाना है? इसके लिए 3,000 के लिए एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री आता है. अरे अंडरस्टूड? नाउ टेल मी, इन द सेम एग्जांपल, इफ आई हैव पेड हाउ मच? टेल मी. एग्जांपल 2 में, इन द अबव एग्जांपल, salary paid, salary is rupees how much? 15,000 instead of 12,000. Now tell me the answer. Again, answer will be bifurcated into two parts. First you have to pass the payment entry. Tell me the payment entry. Paid during the year is 15, but entire 15,000 is not your expense. 3,000 is expense relating to which year? Next year. Next year you have paid in advance. Payment entry, Sanga. हाँ, expense increases. बोलो. Salary expense debit. You have paid 15, no? Record 15. चलेगा. 2 cash. How much? Now tell me, at the end of the year, what will you say? गलत किया है, गलत किया है. Salary should not be debited by what? 15. Salary should be debited only by 12. So excess debit कितना हुआ है salary को? तो उसको rectify करो. Rectify means adjustment entry here. Adjustment entry. Adjustment entry. When will you pass this adjustment entry? 31st. Tell me the entry. Asset increases, no. Prepaid salary, asset increases, yes to. Prepaid salary debit 3000. 2. Exactly. Expense reduces. 2. Salary expense. How much? 3000. And what they have taught you in your first year? Salary paid. Inner column 15,000. Less prepaid. And mechanically outstanding रहा तो add करो, prepaid का रहा तो less करो. By heart it. No by hearting here. Useless fellows, understood? Oy. All of you, I say useless fellow doesn't mean that you are useless fellow, okay? I have that habit of saying, hi, you are useful. He is useful. In among all the useless fellows, he is useful. Useless का useless है वो. Okay. Whatever. Did you understand this? Now you tell me, if I open salary expense account, tell me, if I open salary expense account, because account has to be opened, this is the second stage, second step in your bookkeeping. Debit, credit. This entry, salary expense is debited, 15,000. To cash. Sir, but here salary expense is credited, sir. Then they take this 3,000 here, na? By prepaid salary. Now, close this account. इधर 15,000. इधर भी 15,000 आना चाहिए. Sir, मगर 3,000 है. So, balancing figure कितना है? 12,000. This will go to buy profit and. So, what is shown in profit and? What is shown in profit and loss account is to salary expense 12,000. ये 12,000 ही आता है. But paid 15 less prepaid 3. Outer column 12. Did you get it now? Hello? साइंस बैकग्राउंड स्टूडेंट, अभी ये अकाउंट थोड़ा तो समझ में आ रहा है आपको? कंसेप्ट तो समझ में आना. दोज आर फ्रॉम साइंस बैकग्राउंड. कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड यू ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड दिस. बट एनीवे आई विल एक्सप्लेन. यू डोंट हैव टू वरी. ईच एंड एवरी हाउ टू ओपन एन अकाउंट ऑल्सो आई विल एक्सप्लेन. दैट यू डोंट हैव टू वरी. क्लियर? हेलो? टुडे आई अंडरस्टूड सर. देयर इज अ जर्नल एंट्री फॉर आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी एज वेल एज prepaid salary, and this outstanding salary, prepaid salary, has come because of which concept? Which concept? Accrual concept. Throughout the world, India, USA, wherever you go, including Pakistan, accrual system of accounting is followed. Are understood or no? Clear? Are bolo bhai. Any difficulty? Anywhere in the world, accrual system of accounting only is followed. No country can say we'll follow different rules. No. Accrual system of accounting. That is why a chartered accountant can work anywhere in the world. Because asset in India is same definition asset in America only also. There's no difference. Asset will remain an asset whether it is in America or in India. Liability will remain a liability whether India or what? America. It will remain a liability. ये आपको बहुत ज़रूरी है. Many students, they don't understand this particular word concept, accrual concept of accounting. Now guys, I have taught you all. Hello, come down here. I have taught you all. Sir, you mentioned asset account, expense account, loss account, capital account, liability account, income or revenue account. This is modern way of classification. What? Modern way of classification. There's a traditional way of classification of accounts. Accounts can also be classified into broadly two categories: personal account. What account? And impersonal account. What? And this impersonal account has two bifurcation: real account and nominal account. So bifurcation is personal, real and nominal. Three ways the accounts are classified: personal, real and nominal. Now we have to study what is personal account, what is real account and what is nominal. So why should we study this? We already know the journal entries. No, why apply the old rules? No, old rules. I'm not saying don't apply the old rules. I'm not saying apply the old rules. I'm saying at least you should know which is personal account, which is real and which is what? Nominal. Reason is, in accounts, nominal accounts will get closed, this nominal accounts will not be carried forward in the next year. Now if I record electricity expense of this year electricity expense will get what? Closed. Next year electricity expense, fresh account I should open. But that is not the case with building account. Building account will be carried forward, balance, because building is used in this year also, building is used in which year? Next year also. So I should carry forward that balance. So personal account and real accounts are not closed, they are what? Balanced and they are carried forward. Nominal accounts, उस साल का expenses close करो, अगले साल का नया expense account निकालो, नया electricity expense. That is a rule. That is a understood. Why that rule? I'll let you know. You don't have to worry about it. That is why this bifurcation is important. What is personal, what is real and what is nominal. And this is given in your notes. Is it there? Hello? Page number 12 in your notes. Have a look at it. Are you able to see? Traditional classification of accounts, personal and impersonal. What are personal accounts? 3. Hello, concentrate. Please concentrate. Personal, natural person. Aman Chowdhury is a natural person or artificial person? I knew that you would say artificial. Natural person. No. He's a genuine guy. Natural, living being. Accounts of actual living person. Ram, Mr. Ram, Mrs. Sita, all these are what accounts? Living people. Is that clear? They are also personal accounts. Now tell me, is it necessary that transaction should happen only with living people, or even with companies you can enter into transaction? Can I buy goods from Reliance Limited? Yes. Can I buy goods from DMart? Yes. So DMart, Reliance, all these are living entities or non-living entities? But in the eyes of law, they are persons. In the eyes of law, they are. So artificial person represent accounts of non-living entities formed by custom or law. Example, Reliance Limited, Infosys Limited, Tata Motors, DMart, all these are artificial persons. What persons? This is also personal account. This is personal. This is personal. This is also personal. Representative accounts, which we have already done now. Outstanding salary. I have 5,000 employees. All 5,000 employees, I should pay some money. Group of people. Yes or no? So tell me, represent a group or category of persons rather than one specific individual. Here one specific individual. Here also one specific individual you are dealing with. Here you are dealing with what? Group. That is why you don't treat, that is why it said no. Don't say Mr. A liability increases. Say outstanding salary. Example hai, any outstanding expense, any outstanding income, income received in advance or outstanding income. All these are what? Representing some person. Understood? Tell me, what do you mean by outstanding expenses? Expenses receivable or expenses payable? Payable to some person only, no? Yes or no? What are prepaid expense? Expenses paid in advance to some person. It is receivable. Benefit receivable from some person. They are representing some person. That is why they are known as representative accounts. What accounts? So always remember, outstanding expense, prepaid expense, outstanding income, and income received in advance. All are representative persons. They are representing some person. Representing some. So personal account are accounts of a person, whether it could be a natural person, artificial person, or a representative person. समझ में आया? Sir, then what about real accounts? Real impersonal accounts. Impersonal accounts means other than personal. Tell me, in a business, other than personal could be real also. Take the example of building account. Building, furniture, all these are related to assets. All these are related to so real accounts of tangible and intangible. Intangible means which you can touch and feel. That is known as what? Tangible. Intangible, which you cannot touch and feel. Something like goodwill, patent, copyright. All these are intangible. They are also assets only, but they are real accounts. What accounts? They are impersonal. They are not related to any person. So accounts of tangible, intangible assets that business owns. Land, machinery, furniture, cash. All these are what accounts? Real. And what are nominal accounts? Accounts that record income and expenses or losses. Means they are talking about revenue expenditure. What? A revenue loss or revenue expenditure or income. Sales is an income, yes or no? Purchase is an expense, revenue expenditure. All those are salary, expense, sales, goods lost in transit. All these are what accounts? Nominal accounts. So accounts are bifurcated into how many categories? Not modern approach, traditional approach. Traditional approach? Three. Personal, real, and nominal. Broad categories are two, personal and impersonal, but impersonal again classified into what? Two. So broadly it is personal, real, and nominal. This also is important. Reason is all nominal accounts should get closed. What? Closed. Sir, accounts close कैसा होता है वो मैं बाद में बताऊंगा. You don't have to worry about it. This you have to understand. Up till here, any difficulty? Clear? So now today I taught you all how to record the expense on accrual basis. What basis? Similarly, income should also be recorded under accrual basis. So income, how will you record? Should I record income as and how I receive or as and how I earn? As and how I earn. Now you please tell me. You are my tuition teacher. This is the month of March. This is the month of. You are going to start my classes in the month of April and finish in the month of April. So April comes in next year. March is this year, current year. Now tell me, in current year I paid you the fees. 10,000 rupees are your fees every month. So I paid you 10,000 now only. Look from your angle, you are the tuition teacher. Is it your income? Is it your income for this year? Or this is income received in advance? This is income received in, this is not your income. So even if you treat it as income, at the end adjustment entry pass karna hai. At the end what will you say? Okay, 31st March, I have still not finished the portion of the student. So this is not my income. Though I have recorded it as income, usko reverse karna hai. Income should get reversed. Treated as advance income received, which is a liability. Understood? Clear? So please be very careful. I am taking which is very, very practical. And this is what you will find in CA's office also. Many of them they come. Identri sir, identri tilovaltri. Idi varshne gedek tugondri sir. Either I have received this income last year only. Arey, last year you have received it, but you have not rendered the service. No. So you cannot treat it as what? Income. Now tell me, today is 31st March. I give you some advance money and you are going to sell the goods next year. Will you treat it as sales this year? Or will you treat it as sales in next year? But today I have received the money. No. So today I have to record it as income? No. It is not my income. It is advance income received. Anything received in advance is a liability. अरे अंडरस्टूड. एक एक बार ऐसा होता है, ये देखो 31, let us say you're my tuition teacher, you have finished the portion on 31st March only, but I've still not paid the fees. I repeat, 31st March you have finished off the portion. आपने मुझे सर्विस रेंडर किया, but I've still not paid the fees. Will you still record it as an income in your books? Answer is yes. Accrual basis. You have earned that income. You have done your job, yes or no? Now the student has to pay the fees. Student has not paid the fees. You cannot say, I will record when the student pays the fees. No, on accrual basis you have to record. This year you have rendered the service. This year if you have rendered the service, you have to pass an entry. Understood? Okay. Now I'll ask you the question. Please answer. Let us say you are my tuition teacher. Hear it carefully. You are my tuition teacher. Okay. I have paid you the fees in the month of March. Let us say this is the month of March. Hear it carefully. 10,000 are your fees. You have received this 10,000 rupees now. You feel that you are going to start in this month only and finish off in this month. So you have already passed the entry as income. What entry did you pass? Tell me. Cash received by you. You have passed the entry cash account debit. Repeat. Cash account debit to tuition fees. Income increases. So cash account debit, asset increases. Tuition income also increases. So what entry did you pass? Bolo. Sorry. Cash account debit 10,000 to tuition fees 10,000. Explain. Asset increases, income increases. This is passed in the month of March. Somewhere March 1st. March? But I am calling you every day. You're saying, no, thoda time nahi hai, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai. Up till 31st, you have not started my class only. You'll say, Pakka, Mr. Vinayak, I'll start your classes in the month of April. Correct? On 31st March, will you pass an adjustment entry? Yes or no? Is this your income or this is advance income? It means that this year you have not rendered the service. Are you understood? Correct? Will you pass an adjustment entry? Tell me the adjustment entry. Should tuition fees be reduced now? Yes. Income reduces. Entry. Tuition fees debit. कितना? 10,000. Reverse हो गया. Income कम हो गया. Income को कम कर दिया. And this is received in advance. Anything received in advance is always a liability increases to advance income. What income? Advance tuition fees or advance income. Liability increases 10,000. This adjustment entry you'll pass. This is how the accounting is done. Sir, but initially I have treated as income. Income treat किया है. Service दिया क्या उस साल? That year have you rendered the service? It means that have you earned or not earned? Not earned by you. If it is not earned by you, then you cannot treat it as income. Sir, but I have already treated this as what? Income. And now reverse it. No. Reverse doesn't mean cash account should be. You will not give cash to the student. You will say advance received. You will treat it as what? Liability. दिमाग में जा रहे क्या नहीं? पक्का? These are the things you have to understand, and this is practical. Now some students will say, sir, I have started on 15th March. You have started on 15th March and completed on 15th April. So 15 दिन service दिया in this year. Next 15 दिन service दिया. ये थोड़ा tricky है. That depends on what kind of agreement we have entered into. If I have entered into an agreement saying that only if you complete the portion, I will have to pay the fees. If you don't, even if you leave 20% of the portion, then I want my fees back. It means that you will record it as income only when you complete 100% of the portion. So on 31st March, you have completed 50% of the portion. Don't treat 50% as your income. Because contract is entered in such a manner that what? That you will treat it as an income only when you complete the portion. Are yes or no? You tell me, movie ticket wala. Just take an example of if you are owning a theater. Okay? वो क्या इंटरवल के बाद आधा इनकम रिकॉर्ड करेगा? हाँ? बोलेगा इंटरवल हो गया है, अकाउंटेंट पास रहे, पास 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 इट इज इनकम। बाकी का 100 रुपए का देखेंगे इनकम बाद में। बोलेगा हाँ, बिकॉज यू गो मूवी इन द नाइट एट 10 o'clock, no, at 12 half of the movie is complete, next day comes no 1 PM next day ये पास कर रहे हैं बोलेगा नहीं, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैसा है, फुल सर्विस कंप्लीट करने के बाद ही इनकम ट्रीट करना है। अरे अंडरस्टूड? सो इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. If there is a contract that you will record it as income only when the full service is complete, then don't record it as income when you complete half of the portion. So 31st March half portion is completed, half I'll treat it as income. Not required. Not required because contract is such. But there are contracts like softwares. Software के लिए अलग होता है. That depends on milestones. Part of the software is complete, part of the software is implemented. Let us say 4 parts में complete कर रहा हूँ मैं software. 1 लाख का charge है मेरा. 25% software is completed, 25% software is implemented in your client's place. Client is happy. Record 25% as income. Because contract ही वैसा है. So it again depends on the nature of the contract. Based on the nature of the contract, you will have to pass the entries. That is why I am telling accounts is very, very important. And the accounts ही ठीक नहीं है. Now tell me, GST आएगा बाद में. आपको मैं बताऊंगा. See, CA, inter and all, it will come. Even in foundation, you have the basics of GST. फिर GST कैसा चार्ज करने का, ओनली 25% के ऊपर चार्ज करने का या फुल, वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. इनकम कैसा रिकॉर्ड करने का, कैसा मैच करने का, ऑल दीज आर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट गाइस. एंड दीज थिंग्स ना, अगर आपका बेस स्ट्रांग है ना, देन यू कैन डू एनीथिंग यार. एंड आई टेल यू माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, इफ योर अकाउंट्स इज गुड, नो लॉ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड बाय रीडिंग. लॉ के हिसाब से यू विल स्टार्ट पासिंग द एंट्रीज, क्योंकि लॉ ऐसा बोलता है, आई विल पास द एंट्री लाइक दिस. दैट इज वाई योर बेस इज योर अकाउंट्स. अकाउंट स्ट्रांग रहा ना, कुछ भी कर सकते हो आप. And I'll tell you, they have done tax planning on accounting. I mean, just by passing the entry on 31st, I'll tell you later on. CA inter में आएगा वो कैसा tax planning करते हैं. How people save money just by passing an entry on a particular day. That is why journal entries becomes very very crucial when it comes to practical life. And what they teach in college, no, they say कॉलेज में जो सिखाते हैं बाहर सिखाते हैं, ज़मीन आसमान का फ़र्क रहता है. ज़मीन आसमान, डेबिट रिमेन्स डेबिट ओनली. बाहर रहने दो या कॉलेज में रहने दो. ओनली थिंग यू हैव नॉट लर्नड प्रॉपरली इन योर व्हाट कॉलेज. इधर आप सीखोगे एवरीथिंग, आई टीच ऑल. ओनली थिंग यू शुड हैव द कैपेसिटी टू व्हाट एब्जॉर्ब द थिंग्स एंड सिट इन द क्लास रेगुलरली. दैट इज व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी. ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस? Okay, last question for the day. Let me see how many of you can answer this. Hear it carefully. Hello? Hear it carefully. 30, you started my classes on 1st March. You finished off my portion on 31st March. I repeat, you started my class on, you finished my portion on 31st March is the year end. Assuming 31st March is the year end. 31st March you finished my portion. Student has not paid the fees only to you. Will you pass the entry? And fees are 10,000. First is receipt entry. You have not received anything, so no entry. But receivable entry, will you pass? Entry bolo. Outstanding income account debit. Receivable. 2, tuition fees. Tuition fees is your income. Record it. So but I have not received. So what? You have earned it or no? You have earned it, so record it as income. 10,000, 10,000. बराबर है. Receipt entry will not pass only. Now tell me, tuition fees at, hello, possible cases. Tuition fees at 10,000. You have finished my portion on 31st March. I have paid you 8,000. I say 2,000 I'll pay next month. But next month comes in next year only, no? Tell me the entry. Receipt entry first. First you pass the receipt entry. What is the receipt entry? You have received 8,000. What did you get? Cash account, debit. 2, tuition income. Income increases. Asset increases. Income increases. Clear? Okay. Now on 31st March, what will you say? Mr. Vinayak, I have rendered you service for entire month. Fees was 10,000. I have done my duty. You have still not paid 2,000. So look from your angle. From your angle, this is receivable, no? And 2,000 is your income or no? That also you should record. Tell me the entry. Outstanding income account debit how much? 2. Tuition fees income increase how much? Very good. Now you are getting that flow. समझ में आया? Now tell me, in the first entry tuition income, tuition fees was credited by only 8,000. Now in the second entry tuition fees are credited by how much? 2,000. Total tuition fees आ गया ना? That will come in your P&L account. So then income tax I should pay on 10,000. Yes, if you are maintaining your books of accounts accrual system, you should pay income tax on 10,000, of course minus expenses, वो तो है, but that is the case. Accrual system of accounting, what system? What I am teaching you all for the past 45 minutes or half an hour is nothing but accrual system only. Expenses and income should be recorded on what basis? Cash basis or accrual basis? Accrual basis. Throughout the world, accrual system of accounting is followed. What system? This is accrual system. Throughout the world. That is why these entries become very, very important. Adjustment entries at the end of the year. Expense में दो आते हैं, बताओ और एक बार रिविजन. Expense में दो आते हैं. One is outstanding expense, another is prepaid expense. Income में दो आ सकते हैं. One is outstanding income, another is income received in advance. इतना ही है. Everyone is silent. I hope you understood everything or no, nothing. Now we are able to comprehend, sir. Now this is the way we have to actually learn. In your PUC 1 and 2, what you will have done is gone to the college and warmed the benches. Bench garam ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಂದಿರಿ ನೀವು, ಮತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಹೋಗುದು ಕುಂಡ್ರದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್ತರ್ ಓದಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಇದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕು, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕ, ಇದು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕು, ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಹಾಕ, ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋರು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೋ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದೇ ಟ್ರೀಟೆಡ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ ಅ ಲೇಬರ್. ಕೆಲಸದವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ. your servant will do whatever the master says, yes or no? So they have treated you as a servant. Don't never be treated as a servant. You should always analyze the things. Analyze करके बताना है भाई साहब. They should make you masters, but they are not making you masters. They are making you what? Servants. Left, right, left, right. Army दौर उधर कुतिलो. Subordinate will always do whatever the colonel or the major or the lieutenant colonel or the brigadier says. बाकी जो ऑर्डर दिया है वो करने के ही है. गलत है, सही है, नहीं करना है. ऊपर वाले ने ऑर्डर दिया है. लेफ्ट राइट, पीछे मुड़, पीछे मुड़. हाँ. That on that you need not pay tax. She is asking a question. Sir, tuition fees this year I have received out of 10,000. This year I have received 8,000. 2,000 is not received. But I am recording my tuition income as how much? 10,000. And this year for income tax purpose I am taking my income as 10,000. But I have received only how much? 8,000. It means that tax is calculated on 10,000 minus expenses. She is asking me, what about next year? Next year I received those 2,000. No. On that 2,000, should I again pay the tax? Answer is no. You already paid the tax in which year? Last year. And that will never be treated as income, because accounting के वैसा होता है. That 2,000 which you are going to receive in next year, you are treating it as income in which year? This year. Next year it will not be treated as income. Accrual system of accounting. No, you don't have to worry about income tax right now, but I'm थोड़ा curious matter आ गया करके बताया मैंने. But accrual system is very, very interesting and very, very important. All of you understood? Now tell me, all of you are enjoying the class? No, I'm not able to hear. All of you are enjoying the class? Yes, sir. All of you are enjoying the class? Yes, sir. Loudly, loudly. It should. This is voice cancellation. It should be heard in the video. All of you are able to enjoy the class? Yes, sir. Able to understand it logically? Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I will wind up the class. Jai Hind. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot.